I have never even said so. So we know too well that the federal government are going to take time before developing us. And we don't need to go into hasty conclusions, to go back to, creating all these things. So, like I told you, people are there that wanted these powers, that said it will not be this man if it is not them. And that is why people are begin to fund in these youths that have known nothing, that does not even have the single idea. I want to also make an input.
We will have to wrap. Okay.
I want to also make an input on the Boko Haram.
Yes.
You see, it is obvious. I told you. I said everybody knew the essence, the reasons of why we went into armed struggle. It was made known to the Nigerian state. Now, Boko Haram. If you ask my opinion, I would say, yeah, the federal government has done what they have to do to see that there is peace in the state, in the country. They have set up a committee to look into the issues on how to grant the amnesty to the said sect. But these people, what are their reasons? What are the problems that are making them gone into these things? That is because I am here telling you why I went into the creeks. And when I was called upon to come out, I came out. You understand? And I followed the procedures. And that is why most of us that have not, because amnesty is not, amnesty is not, that is what is making us to live in peace. No. Amnesty gave us the room to come out and embrace peace. And it is left for you to continually live peacefully. Like, for example, I have NGOs that have created to see how I can support the federal government.
Hopefully, the amnesty being offered or being discussed or being put on the table now will make Boko Haram come out. So no.
If you ask, it will make Boko Haram come out and maybe spread. There are two things here. No. Let me tell you. There are two things here. It is true that if they come out, we want to live peacefully. Even me, I don't want to die. There is none of us that wants to die. But there are two things. What if, like you said, there are factions in the Boko Haram? When Abdulaziz talk, also
do you think that the Boko Haram
what if they come out? What if they are looking for?
I'm asking the question here. Do you think, because we have to wrap up, do you think that the members of Boko Haram don't want to become pilots, like Mr. Pepula said? They would love to be pilots.
When they said Western education is bad. Piloting, what does it mean?
As an Islamic way of flying the aircraft.
But above all, I must say that I pray the government not to look at what they are saying and then still, key into this amnesty process, so that they could come out, as like every one of us, and then be part of
peace for the land. Thank you very much. So, your final word?
As for we in the amnesty office, we are watching and we are praying and using this opportunity to appeal, because for Kinshilikuku to be managing, as at now, 30,000 people, there must be basically some people who may not be feeling too well about some things. Don't resort to violence. You have denounced it and renounced it in its entirety. We have structures, mechanisms to reach any one of us. Reach out to us. If there are gray areas, we must keep resolving it. Ultimately, our aim is to take it to the next level, which is complete reintegration. Okay. Let me tell you, to show you that actually some of them are reintegrated. Somebody who was previously bearing arm recently contested in an election, local government, and lost. He told me, Ogago, go court, that he will seek redress in court. That to me is the biggest success.
Okay, that's fine. Reverend, your final word.
I think we have to pray and believe that the program that has been set up by Mr. President to stop anything that will disintegrate this nation should be embraced. And I also want to encourage the northern leaders, who of course have been clamoring for amnesty, to do all they can to ensure that that process is not only seen to be working but works.
Okay. Mr. Ranta, your final word?
I'm Executive Secretary of the Nigerian National Summit Group. We have been clamoring for this nation to come together and dialogue. And if
Are you
we had
interested
started
in sovereign conference or
not
national
sovereign. Sovereign becomes has been overtaken by the fact that there's a democracy on board now with a parliament.
So a national conference.
National conference. If the national conference had taken off in sincerity, maybe 2 years ago, probably there would be no Boko Haram today. And then those people that are committing atrocities both against the states or within the states, such as people who are carrying out extrajudicial killings, must stop.
Okay.
We cannot keep on having lawlessness, and you don't fight evil with evil.
Thank you very much. On that note, we will have to wrap it up, but I'll take advantage because I've got some people who have been saying, Alera, that we're not reading their Twitter messages. So I will very quickly run through about 3 of them. Victor Owo, he said, we are intelligent people in this country. We just need to use our intellect well. And then he wrapped it up by saying, I'm tripping for a berry papa. Very eloquent. And then we've got Henry Asede here, who says, Boko Haram does not want anything Western. Exploration of oil is Western.
Yes.
So the funds from oil should not be given to Boko Haram. Okay, this one said, any opposition, this is Esamishe Feishayo. And she says, any opposition that supports amnesty for Boko Haram is either looking for government favor or a religious bigot. Okay, I'll take the last one. This one is, Boko Haram is trying to get better negotiation the same way the MEND and Niger Delta people did. Hand twist the federal government via economic destruction in the country. Okay, on that note, we will have to wrap up this segment.
So these people are killing human beings.
I want to say thank you to Mr. Lawrence Peppel, Technical Assistant on Reintegration, to the Chairman of the Presidential Amnesty Committee, Ambassador Soboma, Jack Rich, ex-MEND, and he is a.k.a. Egberi Papa, who some people are tripping for. And then, of course, I want to say thank you to Reverend Austin Norum, Southwest Secretary of the CNPP, and Mr. Tony Ranta,